Now, Paul Moyer, Kelly Lang, Fritz Coleman Weather, Fred Rogan Sports, Southern California's #1 newscast, the Channel 4 News at 11.
The posh seaside community of La Jolla, this beautiful Southern California city, is shaken tonight, shaken by two baffling murders. The victims, a world-renowned scientist and his 13-year-old daughter. A lot of friends and colleagues shaking their heads and wondering why tonight. Good evening, everybody. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm Paul Moyer.
And I'm Kelly Lang.
We begin tonight with a search for a killer or killers in the city of La Jolla in San Diego County. One victim, Sunao Saito, a renowned scientist and one of the world's foremost authorities on Alzheimer's disease. This is the scene of the crime, Saito's $800,000 home in the hills of La Jolla. Saito and his young daughter gunned down on their driveway. 2 nights after the murders, the motive is still very much a mystery. But investigators are looking very closely at Saito's lavish home and possessions. Beverly White in studio tonight with the latest on this very baffling case. Beverly?
Yes, Paul, the prominent doctor was last seen working in his university lab with his daughter at his side. Police have now sealed that office in their search for clues about this double murder. The driveway of the upscale La Jolla home still bears bloodstains and shattered glass from Tuesday night's fatal shooting of Dr. Sunao Saito and his young daughter. Police have no idea who murdered the 47-year-old neuroscience professor from UC San Diego and the 13-year-old girl.
If anybody saw anything, we would appreciate a telephone call.
Saito was found slumped over the steering wheel of his BMW. His daughter, Lu Li, was killed nearby, shot in the head and back while apparently running away. There is great sadness at the school where Lu Li was in the 8th grade.
Yes, there's been a lot of grief on campus, a lot of shock, a lot of questions how and why something like this could happen.
And in Dr. Saito's world of Alzheimer's research, peers are stunned by the personal and professional loss.
Unbelieving. How can this happen to somebody like Saito? He had no enemies.
Dr. Saito is estranged from his wife. His UC San Diego job paid $102,000. His home is worth $800,000 with a $640,000 deed of trust. Both of the family cars, a 92 Mercedes and a 95 BMW, are paid in full. He was not known to have financial trouble.
We understand that he must be very rich and he's making huge money.
Police say there was no sign of a robbery, and so they want to talk to Saito's wife as soon as she arrives from Japan. There has not been a murder in La Jolla since 1993. Kelly?
Thank you very much for that, Beverly. And a very sad mystery tonight. The body of a newborn baby found on an airplane that took off from LAX. And tonight, investigators from Los Angeles to Japan have launched an investigation. This is LAX where the plane took off. The Northwest Airlines 747 flew to Japan where the newborn baby girl was discovered in a lavatory. A cleaning crew found the tiny body in a restroom after the jet landed in Osaka, Japan. Part of the umbilical cord was still attached. The baby's nationality is not yet known, and no one knows who might have left her there. Both the FBI and the Japanese are investigating. The airline says that it is cooperating as well in both countries. Paul?
Kelly, more tonight on the Nightmare Cruise, the ship that caught fire at sea last night en route from Fort Lauderdale to the Bahamas. Tonight, some of the passengers have some real angry words about the crew. Tonight, the ship sails into Fort Lauderdale, but this is another ship, sister ship of the ill-fated Discovery 1. Tonight, the Discovery 1 is still stranded at sea. The passengers have been evacuated all right, but they talked with reporter Steve Daniels.
The ship is heavily damaged, docked in Freeport Harbor. Lifeboats are lowered, the smokestack is scorched, and firefighters are standing by in case the flames reignite. The U.S. Coast Guard is helping investigate the fire, a fire that left passengers scared.
Then Blue Cross created Unicare Integrate.